which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Now Jackson on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Jackson will throw again. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game. And the kick is no good. How about that? He misses on the extra point, and the score holds at 8-6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. (8-6) the score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff to Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Henry again on 2nd down. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 55 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second down at 4. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And down to the 29-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. After the penalty, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. like this is going to be on the Titans. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. My 14, my 14. He's telling me. I'm going to go.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10.
Number 16's coming. Check mine. Check mine. I got you. I got you.
To throw again is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the touchdown Bills. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Play action. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They set up the screen for Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 26. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw again. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
16, watch the screen.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose, but otherwise.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.